Okay, here's a short video tutorial on mobile mining, and I've recently started using these pretty extensively as part of the plot that I am doing. That requires me to gather quite a bit of resources, so this is a good opportunity to show their usage, and it is very simple. I just got a message from one of my mobile miners, and I've already offloaded the silicon that he gathered. So let me just show you real quick the information on the ship I'm using. Okay, it's a Mistral super freighter, and it's not required, but it certainly helps to have as much cargo space as possible. And having full shields certainly doesn't hurt in a pinch if you know, they get raided by some pirates rather quickly and unexpectedly. It's just gives you more time to react. And don't let this long list fool you. Pretty much when I buy a new ship, especially a Mistral super freighter, I just go ahead and fully upgrade it with the exception of Trade Command Software Mark III, so that I can move these ships around. So this is a miner ship, but if I need to, I can pull him off of mining and set him up as a CAG real quick to serve a specific purpose for, let's say, a limited amount of time. Once that goal is complete, then I can just shift him back over to being a mobile miner without reconfiguring the software and hardware of the ship. And let's face it, by this point in the game, buying this software for your ship is not it's a small cost, especially relatively to the cost of the ship itself. So all you really need, if you must know, is the navigation command software so that you can tell it where to go, ore collector so that it can actually collect the ore, and then up under the laser bay information you'll be able to see the mobile drilling system, and this will let you actually break down the larger asteroids that are too large to be collected, remotely so, and then collect them. Once all this is set up, I can give him the command. Let me just make sure I have him in the proper sector. He's in the ore belt. So if I pull up the command and open the special menu, you'll see there's a new command now. It says mine minerals, and this is all part of the bonus pack, by the way. I don't want to assume that that goes without saying, but the bonus pack that includes the CLS and CAG, of course. You've got to be fully updated, so very simple to put in. But if I pull up mine minerals, I'll get this little menu, and basically it's a toggle. I can select either ore, silicon, or ice, and you just toggle this until it gets to the one you want. I want him to mine silicon. And my capture is lagging a little bit here because I'm uploading a previous video at the same time, capturing and really grinding my computer to a halt, but apologize for that. This will be a second. There we go. Okay, so that's set to silicon. The sector is ore belt. The amount defaults to the maximum size of your cargo, limited by the size of what you're collecting. So silicon is rather large, so I can only fit 810 units. Now you can limit this, and case in point, I did that before. I limited it to half that so that it would mine it fairly quickly and get it back to one of my complexes that was a little short. And but for now I'm going to leave this max, so he'll just go ahead and fill up his cargo bay, and then you need to have a station that it can unload or dock at once it's done. So I'm just going to select one of my plexes.
Docking granted.
And now you're not done yet. Everything's set up. You have to actually tell it to start mining by selecting it here.
Command accepted.
And now if I pull up the sector map on this guy, you'll see him head off on his merry way, and he'll start breaking down and collecting silicon rocks. And you can open up the freight bay and actually observe, and you'll see them start to gather in here once he starts mining. I have another miner that's been working in the sector, and yeah, he's got 382 silicon in freight right now. I believe I also have his limit set to 400 instead of 8, so he'll stop in a few minutes once this reaches the max. that I set, and then he'll go dock and send me a message. And then I can choose to do whatever I want with them, which will usually consist of sending them back out to mine more. So that's really the gist of it. It's very simple. I really foresee having a whole lot more of these doing this for me very soon, just to speed up the process of gathering both ore and silicon.